Hey guys, it's Miss Hall in the library. I'm just going to talk you through a few basic parts of the MLA outline. That way you understand a little bit more, and anything that you may need examples of or extra information, perhaps how to double space or to work with the ruler in Google Docs, you can find that back on the main page. The first thing for a formal outline is your header in MLA. So you want to make sure everything's double spaced, and you want to have your name, your teacher, your class, and then the date. And then you'll have your formal title down here. A lot of teachers require that your thesis statement is included at the top of your outline. If you have a question about that, you might ask your teacher for clarification if you need to include your thesis statement in your outline or not. I've always required it. Then you come down and you divide your outline into a numerical formal outline. So you'll see different types of outlines, but this is the outline that you'll want to use for MLA. So it starts with the Roman numeral 1, then it goes into A, then it goes into the lowercase Roman numerals. So what you'll have here is for number 1, it will be a heading that would be like a main focus of your essay. You're going to have to do a lot of thinking about your information for your research before you put your outline together. A lot of categorizing and figuring out what information needs to go together, what the topics are, how the bigger topics needed to be divided into smaller subheadings. And once you think you figured that out, you start working with your outline. And you may find as you go through the rough draft of your outline, you need to start to refine and go back, maybe find more information, maybe get rid of information, things of that nature. So you got your heading, and then under each heading is a subheading, and then under each subheading you can go into even more detail if needed. One general rule of a research paper is if you have a Roman numeral 1, you need to have a Roman numeral 2. If you have an A, you need to have a B. All right. If you have a lowercase I, then you need to have a lowercase Roman numeral 2I. Okay, so you need to make sure that you're keeping everything consistent across the board. Now, we're going to go over to more of a filled in example over here. Make sure to double space your entire outline with your heading. You'll have your title here. You'll have your thesis. It's going to include a well-written sentence pertaining to your topic. Then you'll have your different topics and subheadings and headings. So if we look here, we have this example, Susie Student. We have a creative title, a thesis statement here. And then when you get into your outline, you'll see that parallelism is used and conciseness is used. And we need to have our outline be as parallel as possible. So early life, adult years, if you look at the Roman numerals, later years. And then the A's, the B's, and the C's. You don't need entire sentences or long phrases in an outline. You need to keep it short, and you need to make sure everything lines up. So instead of putting place of birth here, we're going to put birthplace. And then we're going to, instead of putting schooling here, we're going to put school. And then you put social life. Then you have college, family, the Iraq War, career. Okay, so you always need to be thinking about how to have parallel structure in an outline and how to be as concise as possible. Outlines are not to explain yourself out fully, and they're definitely not for full sentences. There's more information about this in some videos that I've added. But basically, this is the basic format of an MLA outline. And again, if you need any help with just the logistics of how to do something in Google Docs, I put more information under additional info in the actual original document that I've given you and shared.